So you started as a jewelry designer. So how much salary you were getting?
Almost 25,000.
So friends, welcome back to our channel Learn with Gigs. In this video, I have invited Nilay Mukhopadhyay, who started his journey as a jewelry designer and now he works as a data analyst at a big product-based company. His journey is really inspiring and motivating, so do watch this video completely till the end because we will discuss all the resume tips that he applied as well as job hunting strategy which can actually help you to get shortlisted in the coming time for the interviews. And friends, if you want to learn data analyst demanding skills which includes Excel, SQL, Power BI, Python, Tableau as well as introduction to Microsoft Fabric, then I would recommend you to go for Codebasics Data Analyst Bootcamp 4.0 and you can become an AI enabled data analyst. The bootcamp price is very affordable as it costs rupees 10,800 and at the same time the quality of the course is very good that I can assure you of. This is how your learning journey will look like. So first you will start with Excel, then Power BI, afterwards SQL, and along with that you will be learning Python, Tableau as well as Microsoft Fabric, which is very demanding in the market. And parallelly you will be talked about the importance of online credibility on LinkedIn as a fresher. Along with that they will help you in resume preparation, then they will assist you in job application strategies, and also they will provide an interview preparation guide. At the end they will also provide 2 virtual internships which you can include on your resume too. So after 4+ months of consistent hard work, you will be job ready in the market. I will provide the link of this bootcamp in the description box of this video. Please do check it out. Also friends, please do congratulate him in the comment box as he really deserves this appreciation for his consistent hard work. Alright, let's begin, but before that please do like this video. It really motivates me. Subscribe to the channel if you are new to it, and you can also follow me on Instagram LearnWidGiggs.
Hello Nilay, thank you so much for taking out your time and coming onto this channel. So we'll start with your introduction first and also walk us through your entire data analytics journey, please.
Thanks, Shashank, for having me. I'm Nilay Mukhopadhyay. I'm working as a data analyst at Hitachi Energy. So I completed my graduation in 2014 and from a local college where I live. It is 70 kilometers away from Kolkata. Its name is Polba. I graduated in Bachelor of Arts. So after that, I started my career as a jewelry designer. Then I got into merchandising and I started understanding a little bit about analytics and all, like market research and all. Then I got to know that how analytics is powerful. So then after that, I had some health issues. So I had to take almost 2 years career break for that. And during that time, I utilized my time by analyzing stock market and learn Excel and financial modeling. Then after that, I got an opportunity in a local factory and I worked there as a labor. And then I started searching for jobs, and then I found that there is a designation called MIS, which is based on Excel. So then I prepared for that role, and I took courses from Maven Analytics from Udemy and Power Query course from Leila Garani in Udemy. And then I started preparing. Then I got multiple offers that time, and I joined K12, my previous company. So I joined there as an MIS executive. So I got promoted into data analytics after learning Power BI and SQL. After that, I started looking for job, and then I also brought Naukri Premium, but that doesn't help. So I cracked a few interviews, and most of the interviews they have rejected me because of my past companies has some issues with the paper where the factory I used to work. This is basically for the service-based companies, and they don't allow, like many companies has many kind of policies. So I started cracking interviews, and I got several calls, like once call per week. Because but before that, I did not get any call since like 6 months, 4 months. I was supposed getting one call or two calls. So I analyze the trend. There are some periods when you get calls, so you have to be ready for that. So I cracked interviews in 2 startups and also in one of a big MNC, and next is Hitachi. Then I decided to join Hitachi.
Yeah, so you started as a jewelry designer. So how much salary you were getting there as a jewelry designer?
Almost 25,000 there.
After that, you started your journey in IT sector as MIS analyst, right?
Yeah.
So what was the starting salary as MIS analyst?
18,000.
18,000.
Yeah.
Okay, and like many people have this confusion, like what exactly we have to do as a MIS analyst, because there are a lot of open positions as MIS executive in the market.
The most important skill is Excel. Okay, there are many jobs available, like 15 to 20 to 25,000 salary. and you have to be good in Excel. And if you develop Power Query skill, if you automate tasks, so you can handle more tasks in less time. Now I have seen many trends that many companies asking for Power BI as an MIS analyst, like basic Power BI skills, because they are transitioning into Excel to Power BI. But it is not mandatory to having a Power BI skills as an MIS analyst, but you have to be very good with Excel. Like you don't
Right.
have to be expert in VBA and all. If you know Power Query, you can do your task very fast, and you have to be very good with advanced Excel and dashboard development and all.
Okay. So if somebody has a career gap or if somebody is a fresher, so MIS executive is the right position to enter into IT industry, or they should target only data analyst specific roles?
For freshers, I have few observations. There are two kinds of freshers are there. One is who are jobless, and second is who are doing something else and want to transition into data analytics. Okay, so first I will talk about the second one. So it is very easy for them to get into data analytics because they are already doing a job. And if your job is having Excel, if your job requires Excel, then you are in a very good position to get into data analytics because you have the chance to utilize your data analytics skills to showcase to your manager so that you can take internal transfer transition, and also you can develop your portfolio project portfolio to gain popularity in LinkedIn so that catch the attention of the recruiter, so that, and also you can build your resume by mentioning your transferable skills in your present job, so you are in a good position. And I want to talk about the first fresher now, who are jobless. Okay, so for them, if you are targeting for data analytics, it is very hard to get a job. So ATS resume and practicing SQL, practicing Power BI will not help you. This data analytics jobs or any job has a trend, and it's like a train. So whenever it will come, you have to grab that opportunity. But unfortunately, most of the job posting for freshers, I have seen that they required 1 or 2 years of experience. Maybe if you have 100% ATS score in your resume, but your ATS resume will miss the meat, and the meat is the experience which you don't have. So for you, you have to build a solid project portfolio, and first thing is you have to secure your position. Like you have to get into any job, okay, based on your skills, based on your present like you can get into warehouse jobs, or you can get into Amazon. So wherever you want, you have to get a job for the survival. Then you have to build your skills, because you can't build Power BI, SQL, Python skills within 3 months or 4 months or 6 months. So then you have to build ATS resume, then you have to post on LinkedIn, so it's a long process. So for that, you need to survive, and you have to get into any job. If you are getting any job, just get into it. Or if you have the skills, you are already in a position, you are jobless, but you have the skills, you look for internship. At least you will get some experience. Then this ATS resume and all this gonna play a role for your career. But thing is, you need to have a solid project portfolio. I will explain later what I mean by solid project portfolio.
So, what kind of resume tips you would like to give to all the freshers or people with career gap, which can help them actually to get the interview call in the current market situation?
So this is my resume. The ATS score of this resume is 93 out of 100. So this is the template I got from Sanjay Chandra. Sanjay is my mentor. This is the functional area. Like if I am applying for job, which is my functional area will be applicable for that company. Okay. And I have also linked my project portfolio, GitHub profile, and LinkedIn, because technical people, I heard that from very senior people that technical hiring managers also love to have a GitHub. Uh, they want to see GitHub experience in the candidates. Like this is how I mentioned the Power BI. This is an extremely important point. This is like a key. Okay, so whenever you will see any job posting, they mention something like DAX, ETL, RLS, EDA, city joins. They mention. So this is the key points which will be matched with the job description, so that your resume will go higher. Okay, so and also you can see there is a one very interesting point I will show you, that how I have mentioned my jewelry designing experience in data analytics resume. So I will show you that. But here you can see one thing, that I have not used any repeated. Everything is distinct. So it will boost your score. Okay. Now let's say I'm saying you can quantify by saying that 10 plus Power BI reports, 80 plus schools. Okay, I was in K-12, so they have schools. Now I have used my transferable skills when I was in a jewelry. I was a jewelry designer. So I have not mentioned that what I have done. I have just mentioned only what I have done there using my analytical skills. So analyze client and competitor data and prepare Excel reports for top, common, and unique jewelry list, resulting in 70% selection rate, 75% selection rate from the client. Honestly, I'm saying it was 95 to 100% selection rate, but I have mentioned it 75% because it seems okay and good. So now implemented a category-based jewelry repository, resulting 90% increase in product search efficiency. These are the two things which I found that is transferable, and this is what I mentioned. And also volunteer experience. I have guided 100 of individuals in optimizing ATS resume and COE group lead. I have mentioned my education at the last so that whenever any hiring manager will focus in my resume, they can see my skills first, not the education. Another thing you can see that Power BI, SQL, these are the links. If you click in this link, it will take you to my projects.
Yeah, you were
This is
also mentioning Nila about project portfolio and its importance, right? So can you also tell in detail about project portfolio, how to build it for free as a fresher, which can actually stand out?
So this is my project portfolio. You can use a platform like Novi Pro, and you can use platform like Maven Analytics, so that you have, if you build something in Power BI desktop. Okay, in Power BI desktop, if you build something, so you have to publish that report somewhere. So Novi Pro will give you the free hosting email so that you can host your Power BI dashboard live. Okay, so you don't need to buy any pro license or something to host your report. Here you can see my report, you can interact with this report. Okay, and I will make you understand that what is called good report and bad report. This is a good report, and this is not something like COVID data analytics, Netflix analytics, and the most common things actually what people do. So whenever I talk to a few hiring managers, they said that if we see the Netflix or COVID-19 data projects, we reject that resume at the first sight. Okay, so they don't like those projects. They like something different, and difference comes when you really analyze the data, and when you're really passionate about data. Like one of my friend, her name is Ruby. She is guided me and she give me the plan. So she give me an idea. So you are started working. So why don't you track your data from and present a dashboard in Power BI? So this is what I have done. So this is just a dashboard. This is not saying anything, but I have mentioned this project. I started working to get fit, and consistency was a problem. Then a friend suggested using Power BI dashboard with my working data from Samsung Health. So what I used there, so I got the free subscription for Microsoft Fabric Warehouse. I copied the Samsung Health data to Google Sheet, and I utilized the data flow Gen2, which is online Power Query, and I have done this transformation. And now you see, this is the end of this project. I have not exaggerated the project. Like, I have not mentioned each and every code here, what I have done. This is what it is, and I will
So
show you
how
another project. Okay.
so as a fresher,
Yeah.
how many projects one should include in a portfolio of different skill set?
Maximum three. These are the bad reports. Okay, health substance analysis. There is no meaning actually building this report, but you can post that in LinkedIn. You can grab attention of the recruiters. This is a meaningless project. Okay, this is just dashboard. There is nothing actually. There is no purpose. So I kept this to give you, show you example, show other people example that what is called bad report, what is called good report. When you are doing this kind of project, you are showcasing. Okay, and you are by cold emailing strategy, by building this project, you will get connections, and by cold emailing strategy, when you present this project, you will get a job definitely. And also I want to mention this actually, I brought this digital project. I think this actually helped me a lot to understand the full architecture of Power BI. So I have collected this kind of questions like Power Query, Power Pivot. These are the questions which I don't know. Okay, I have confusion. So I have collected this question like what are the three types of fact tables? What are the types of dimension table? What is normalization and denormalization? Okay, types of keys. Okay, these are I have collected because I had questions. I collected this, and this is the most important things which I learned from. this video, actually, I have created my own DAX formulas.
So this
Yeah.
is how you used to prepare for the interviews, right? And you have
Yeah.
created some notes, and that's what you're presenting right now. So if somebody is watching this video, so they can definitely take a look at it, how he has created all these things. And also, can you present those important questions that you have created on your past experiences so that people can
But
take a note of it?
you can take a screenshot of this as well. You can pause the video and you can take screenshot of this. This is now I know everything. Okay. Okay.
And what kind of notes you have prepared for SQL, like any particular important queries that are frequently asked in the interviews?
SQL, I have some questions. SQL, I think here.
Yeah, I think the questions that you have mentioned over here for SQL fundamentals, I think this will be suitable for freshers or people with career gaps, so they can take a note of it if they want. So that's good that you have shared those. Okay, Nilay, so you have talked about certification. So what is the importance of certification as a fresher? Is it very important or it's optional for a fresher?
When I joined Hitachi, they told me to crack PL300, but I was not too fond of certification because I have some quality projects and I can showcase my work. Okay, if you ask me that why should I hire you, so I can say that give me a data, give me 2-3 days, I can show you what I can do. Right, this kind of confidence I have. Later, when I started for PL300, I got to know many things which I did not know about Power BI. So if you are using any technology and if you are planning to crack certificate, it actually helps to get a job. Okay, I'm honestly saying, because many companies have this kind of guidelines that you have to only select those people who have this PL 300 certification.
So for Power BI, PL300, and for SQL, what kind of certificate will be good?
Hacker rank. That's it.
Hackering. Okay, Nila, thank you so much for sharing this amazing journey and all the tips and strategies that you have shared. People will definitely get a lot of insights from it and which can actually help them in the coming future. Thank you so much for coming.
Thanks a lot.